Good morning, friends. Cheryl here with Inked Pulp. It's art before breakfast time. Good morning, Darla. So if you're new here, welcome. I am happy to have you here. I'm just looking at all the green stuff I had in this little box that we could have used on our green yesterday. Yeah, if you're new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy it and decide to stick around and subscribe and become one of our regulars. And if you're a repeat, a regular, as Darla is, welcome back. Ooh, I like that up there. I may have to put that on there. I'm just playing around. Look at, I put the little googly eyes on that guy. But I really like that little, it's a plastic kind of a button. But I like that there. I'm going to put that there. So how are you doing today, Darla? I hope you're doing well. We had a fun craft and chat yesterday. I was able to get a lot of my desktop cleaned up. I didn't really craft. I cleaned stuff up, which made me happy. So there's another little green piece up there. I've got this. Nope, I keep wanting to put something down in this corner and I just haven't found. Hi, Cheryl. I'm great. I haven't been sleeping real well lately. Should we put that little star down there? I don't know. I don't know if that looks good there. Hey, KK. Must be the change in the weather. Look at more buttons. I got leather buttons. I have buttons everywhere. These are all little buttons in here too. Little tiny ones and some brads. Allergies. I used to have allergies so bad. I mean, I counted one time and I sneezed like 32 or 35, something like that, times in a row. Just one right after the other. I'm still working on the green one from yesterday. What do you think about that up there? A little button and a little foam flower. Hi, Pam. Oh, Pam, you are in my doghouse, girl. You are a naughty, naughty, naughty girl. Yeah, I think I'm going to put this up here. And I think this is a sticker, although I'm not sure how good it's going to stick. Yep, you're in the doghouse, and I bet you know why. You are in the doghouse. My doghouse usually stays pretty empty, but oh, Pam, you are there, my girl. So let me show you a couple of other things I did to this one after we got off the air yesterday. I'm going to let Pam think about it for a minute. So I added a button here on this tab. And then Marie, if she comes in today, I'll have to show her this. She had mentioned, what about a person like peeking out from around this little door? And so I took a little Timmy Holtz person and I colored her dress green and I put her down there so that she just sort of sticks out, peeking around the side of that door. And then I just put this little foam flower and a button up there in the corner. Oh, and I put this one on. I found this little polka dot button here that I stuck on there. So I added a few more things. What did you do? Listen, you guys, tell me if we need to put Pam in timeout, because this is really serious, you guys. Pam, I am telling you, I am seriously putting you in the doghouse, and I don't know if we need to do a timeout, but Pam has a Facebook group, and she's going to be selling off some of her vintage buttons. And this woman, can you imagine? She invited me to her Facebook group and tempted me with vintage buttons. Pam, how could you do it, girl? I thought we were better friends than that. You know I'm just teasing you. She did it, y'all. Do you think that deserves time out? I'm just not sure if it deserves a timeout or not. That was just a mean, mean thing to do, Pam. No, not at all. Did I have you going there for a minute, Pam? I would never call you out publicly if you had done something seriously wrong. So now I got to go look at all these buttons that Pam has. No, I just was able to briefly look at it. I was just checking that stuff right before I came online, so I didn't have time. I know she does. I know she knows. And, but I'm sure I probably will. KK. Because you know me and my buttons. I mean, I collect a lot of different things, but buttons are my jam. All right. So I got up this morning. Like, I don't know what to do, and I don't want to have to think up something. So we can either just start. She's just helping me out. Ugh. I'm telling you what. You guys, that kind of help. I'm running out of place. And every time I open a container of some sort, there's buttons in it. Yeah, if you guys want to buy buttons from Pam, reach out to her and ask for an invite to her group or find it. I don't remember. Do you mind if I say what it's called? Now I'm not finding it. Hang on. Oh, it's just Stitch It Pam. Admins have approved my request to join. You guys, the admins, are the ones that invited me. Crazy. Crazy stuff. So let's go and look at, I'm going to do it this way. I'm not going to do a share because I don't want to do that. Let's go. Okay. Ooh, I want those. I like unusual buttons. These are all kind of unusual buttons. Love it. Oh, look at the bumblebees. Those were made in France. Sold. Pam. First you invite me and then you've got sold buttons. I want that one. Let me know if you have any more of those. You've only got 3 things. Oh, the solder ladybugs are sold. Good night. I wasn't fast enough. Well, I am going to take these. And what am I supposed to do? Just comment sold on them? I think is what it said. Okay, now I have bought some buttons. So I bought these. Really pretty buttons. Look at that. I know. I wanted those buttons. Oh. Now see, Pam, I go online early and give you guys first dibs at stuff. I am heartbroken over those. And I really am just giving you a hard time. Oh, those aren't bees. Those are ladybugs, yellow ladybugs. I thought they were bees just because they were yellow. Look at that. We'll put some more stuff up there, Pam, because I don't even know how many. $5. Not bad for 5 cards. That's $1 a card. Not bad at all. Oh, Marie, you're here. Okay, I'll watch for them. So as soon as we got off the live yesterday, I remembered that you had asked for a person peeking out from behind this door. And so I took this little Timmy person and I cut her down a little bit and I colored her dress green. And I put her on this little piece here so that she pokes her head out. And I also did a few more things, a couple of them this morning. I put a little green button on this tab. So we have a button there. I also posted this little green with polka dot button up here in the corner so you can kind of see it when it's closed as well. And then I put this little green foam flower with a little green button on it. And I think that's all I did extra. But I remembered this and I felt so bad. No, not at all. Not at all. I meant to do that. And it just slipped my mind. But I did go back and put her down. But I couldn't just put the black and white image because this is, after all, the green page. So I colored her dress. So she's got a green dress. And she's just poking out the side there. Yeah, I really like how this page turned out. It's very cute. I like the fabric in the background. I think it turned out really, really, really cute. All right, so today I just didn't feel like putting any thought into what we should do. So I know, isn't that pretty with all the different shades of green? Ooh, look, I have this little green bead. I could put it on the side. Or I could save it for a let's do one of these. Oh no, let's do a black one. Let's see if this fits on here. Nope. It doesn't fit on a bulb pin, so yeah, I'll have to think about that one. I want to keep moving on from the green page. We did that yesterday. But yeah, maybe it could hang off of a small tab. But I can't get the bulb pin through that bead. So I'll have to think of something else. All right, so there's that. Now, I couldn't think of anything to do today. I've got these recipe box cards. I could do something with those. I just thought I would do viewer's choice and let you guys pick something. I really cleaned up my desk a lot yesterday on the crafting chat. I just spent most of the time cleaning stuff up. And so my desk is looking a whole lot better, but I do still have a little pile of stuff up here in the corner that I have. Ooh, I have this fun eyelet trim. It's all different colors. I've got some blue embroidery floss, and I've got some little fabric, a little bit of lace, a little bit of this green ribbon. Oh, okay. We can do that. So yesterday, when I was showing you guys my haul, there was a box that I forgot that I had set aside. And I forgot. Hang on, I gotta look one thing up though, because I don't know. Hang on one second. Okay, hang tight with that. Let me, I gotta look something up. I don't know how much this stuff is. And I don't even remember. Okay, I've got this. This is $1.91 from DMC. $2.53 on Etsy. So we'll do these for $1.50. I have a whole bunch of these. Now I did buy some regular embroidery floss, but that's for me. So like these are some colors that I didn't have. And so I bought them. And so we'll do these for $1.50 a piece, which is lower than any of the other stuff I saw. So look at this. I've got a bright yellow and a more pale yellow. And I've got a neutral. 1, 2. Look at all these pretty colors that I have. So they're $1.50. So if anybody wants any of these, anybody want light yellow, bright yellow? This is like almost a pinky color, but it's not. Beige and a tan. Anybody interested in any of those for $1.50 a piece? These are the big, so this is a regular embroidery floss, just so you can see for size comparison. So these are the bigger, they're thicker, you know, they're bigger. Hi, Lori B. Both neutral. So both of these, Lori B. All right, I'm going to pull these aside. And then I've got some, they had so many different shades. Another one that's kind of neutral. And then we've got a brown. All right, we'll just put those up. So anybody, let's just mark them A, B, C, D, E. If you're interested. Hey, Lori. Darla will take the brown. Okay. This one is Darla. And then Darla wants, well, this was A. So you want these two, or do you want this other one too? And then Lori B wants E. Yep, these two. Okay. Darla is 150 times 2. Both the browns. Okay, yeah, these are more in the gold family. Okay, Darla wants both browns. Okay, so now let's look at the pinks, and we'll do, well, let's do these. They're kind of a, they're not really red. This is sort of, these are sort of orangey red, dark. This is kind of like a maroon. Let's just do these and then we'll do the pinks. So A, B, or C. So this is a dark, more like a red. This is a like a brick color. And then a brighter, like almost a rust on this one. These two are kind of rust. Hi, Susan. I'm going through the other box that I forgot about the other day. Nobody for these? Okay, let me put up the pinks. I've got 2 of those. Oh, Darla wanted B, which was this one. You like your browns, Darla. All right, so there's those 2 pinks. I have no clue why I grabbed 2 of those because I don't have 2 of many others. This is almost like a salmon color. That's a regular. And this is kind of a dusty rose. And then I got two of these bright ones. And then more muted. You guys can see the colors on screen. These really are different. They're not a lot different, but they are different. So Lori B wants an A. Darla, A, B, C. This D. Oh, no, not this one. This one. Yeah, I had two of these, so these were two A's. Okay. All right, there's Darla. Here's Lori B. $1.50 times 2, 3, 4. I got you, girl. So yeah, I got those. They were such fun. Such fun colors. And then these are some more of just the regular. Now, I got this, and it's just one really long piece, but it's like a border piece, and it's beautiful pastels. And I'm going to do this for $1.50 a yard. I don't know how many yards are here. I haven't measured it, but actually, whoops. It goes like this. So if anybody wants a yard or more, it's $1.50 a yard. It's a cream, yellow cream color background with then just these flowers. It reminds me of a wallpaper border, but it's fabric. So if anybody wants any of that, I'm just going to roll it up here like I found it. It's $1.50 a yard. Darla would like 1 yard. Okay. Okay. All right, I need to put these over here too. Let's see what else I got in here, because I got, oh, now these are mine. These are not for sale, but these are, I hate all these price tags, because sometimes things will have 3 price tags on them, and they have 3 different prices, and that is not how they are. These are like a hard plastic, and they've got a hanger on here so you can hang it up on the wall. And then they're like clipboards, but they have numbers at the top. Aren't those just the coolest thing? So I'm going to decorate this with some collage. And then maybe I'll use this to keep a page on here to track my custom orders. But anyway, thought I would share those. Oh, I got these. Hang on. And I got a whole bunch of these. And once again, this was not the price on them. Let me take one of these out of here so I can show you. So these, and you could cut these. These are also going to be $1.50. They're for photo albums, but photo album snap-ins. And in a pack, you get 1, 2, 3 of these. And then within this is what the pages are. You get a magnolia, some pineapples, and then a yellowish plaid. So these are also $1.50. So they're 50 cents a little 3-pack. If anybody wants one. Darla, I think your one please was for the last thing. And I've got, so I was thinking like you could cut these and make them smaller, or you could fussy cut out the magnolia, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 of these. Okay. Oh, these are just for me that I got. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do with these. So like this one, I take this and lay it on a little square piece of copper. I run it through my rolling mill, and then I put a hole in each corner, and so this will be impressed down into the copper, and then I link them together. I only have one heart. I link them together so that the individual, and when I antique them, the heart really stands out. So it'll be a link bracelet with little square pieces of copper. It'll have hearts. I've also got the chevron pattern. I've got the star. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but I got one. I got a triangle. Ooh, I've got this. I've got this pattern. This I probably can't run through because it's two-dimensional. It doesn't lay flat, but look at that paper clip. Isn't that just the cutest? There's only one of those in here. I got this big plastic thing, but that I probably won't use. But anyway, that's what I'm going to use those for. Oh, there's an arrow. Yes, I could, Marie. Yes, I could. Especially this great big star one. But I like to press the, yep. I have a bracelet that I do. I have leaves like an oak leaf that I have in it, but I want to do, I do have one that's the square. It's just a square, but I don't have all these other shapes. So I plan to make some bracelets out of those. So there's that. Oh, and then I just bought a few little things for myself. These are little die cuts, and I didn't see what they all were, but oh, look at that. I've got a little watering can. A little Halloween girl. Just a little card. Spring greetings with the little fairy. There's a little angel girl. There's one that says bride. So it's just a bunch of little cutouts. So that's little stuff for me to use. Unless anybody's dying to purchase it for $1.50. Oh, I also have in these, I will sell, even though they're regular. Well, some of them are the bigger. These are going to be $3 a bag. And they've just got various different colors. Some of it's the thick twine, some of it's regular embroidery floss. Got like neutrals in there, some pink, some brown, some gold. I love this one, blue and green. And then all greens. So they're just little packs of different. So if anybody wants one of those, they're $3 a piece. And then I bought this for me. See, and that's not even the price that I paid for it. This is where I'm going to put our finished pieces so they stay up off of my desk until I can file them away. So that's going on my desk for finished pieces. Anybody want any of the threads? And then I bought, this is again for me, this is leather. This is just a scrap piece of leather. This one is a piece of, well, suede on the back, and then it's a white leather. And this one is this leather here. And what I'm going to do is make bracelets out of these. The pink, brown, and gold mix. This one. Okay. Let me find a pen. All right. So these are going to be made into copper bracelets. This I am so excited about. I got some of this last time I was over there, but it was just little scrawny pieces. I want to cut this into like little individual strips. Well, I'll probably, I don't know, glue it on first, but I want to make a cuff bracelet, or maybe I'll do it this way. It'd be a wide cuff, but I could do it that way so that the leather is on the bracelet and then you see the copper through. And I can put texture. Remember how I did that fold forming? I could do some fold forming. I could just do some textures in the open spots. And so I thought I would use this to make some bracelets. So I bought a few pieces of leather. Those are just scraps. Oh, and then I got this is one of those photo albums that acts as an ephemera holder. Now, I am going to offer this to Tex Judy first. Oh, it's coming out, so you have to glue it back in here, but that's not really a big deal. I'm going to offer this because she wanted some the last time I had them, and they were claimed. But if she doesn't want this, it's $1.50. A lot of my stuff is $1.50. If she doesn't claim this, does anybody else want this? Okay. I'm going to put that in there to offer to her. Actually, I'm going to put it up here. And oh, I had, these are all wooden spools. I had, oops. I had some just empty ones. These are going to be, now that one's a styrofoam, so that I wouldn't do. I'll sell them by the bag at $1 a piece if you're interested. Or what I'll do when I sell them in a live is I'll take them out of the bags and just Sell them for $1 a piece. But if you want one of the bags, now this one will only be $8 because one of these is a styrofoam, although I'll leave it in there. These are all wooden. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, those are 9. These are all wooden. And these are all wooden. So if anybody wants a bag, otherwise I'll split them up when I do a sale. Okay. Oh, these are really cool. These are like mulberry paper or handmade paper, but they're butterflies. Aren't those gorgeous? And you could put like a row of bling in the middle and some antenna on them. These are going to be 50 cents a piece if anybody wants any. Let's see how many I have. I just love those. Oh my gosh. I am so jealous, Mike. Let's see, I've got 3, 6, 9, 12. I've got 15 of these if anybody wants any at 50 cents a piece. I just love these. Aardvark. I know, I want fresh strawberries. All right, and then I got this. This is 2 separate valances. They're the same fabric on them, but they're really long. They look like they're at least a yard long. And they're valances. And if anybody's interested, I'll sell them for $3 a valance. I'd rather not cut them up. And I have 2 of them. So if you're interested, and it does, let me see if they're straight across or they go, oh, I see what they do. They go the short way, and then they are, they taper down this way. So they're not really valances, they're curtains. But isn't that fabric pretty? Wow. So if anybody wants one of those, they're $3 a piece. Mike, this is my big haul that I got. You want one, Susan? Okay. Thank you. Anybody else? Yep, so here's the other one. Same thing, and they're all, now around the edges they do have a little bit of discoloration, just a little bit. Yeah, and this goes, I keep hitting that camera. That's not what I'm trying to do there. This is in addition to what I showed the other day. This was the last box. I thought there was more, and I had set it out of the way, and well, I ran out of time anyway, so anyway, there's that. Put price on that. All right, and then, oh, Look at this, you guys. Let's see, here's a case where they've got 2 different prices on it. On a lot of these things, they put the price on the bin that they're in, and they tell you, like everything in this bin is X number of dollars. Look at this heart. This is a die cut. So it's paper on the back. Take it out of here. I don't know if I can get it open. Oh, they taped it shut. Hang on. I guess they didn't want anybody getting into it before it sold, which is probably a good idea. So this, oh, that's cool. And you get one that's, so you could kind of make your own. But this has got, oh no, they're not actual little buttons. I thought there were actual little buttons on there, but it's not. It's all, it's a frame. And then you get the one on the card. Isn't that cute? I had to have that when I saw it, because you know me and buttons. And that's me with the buttons. And I'm sorry, ladies, I'm keeping that one for myself. Oh, these are, this one also I'm keeping for myself. A lot of this stuff in here is for me. These are rub-ons. It says refresh, escape, perfection, retreat, paradise found, and then all these other little words. But those are rub-ons. Come on. I hate when they put the glue on the tab of the envelope. Okay, let's see, what else do I have in here? Just a bunch of little stuff. Oh, this is actually a necklace, but it's made out of buttons. And I was intrigued. Well, there you go. That's kind of cool. But I'll probably take the buttons off unless somebody wants it. Well, I guess you could do this as like a fringe at the top of a journal page. That would be cool. So it's just got red and navy buttons on a navy crochet cord. That's cool. I love finding unique stuff. Oh, I've been wanting some of these too. These are the little women stickers, different young girls, kind of, not girls, but younger girls. And then I have got a package of these vintage buttons. And these are so cool. They're called sparklers. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 packages. They're a purple and they're see-through, but inside I don't know if they're like, it says vintage buttons, but it doesn't say. They're dark plum. These are going to be $3 a bag. But they're really cool buttons. See that? And I've got, oh, hi, Kathy. I know. Aren't they fun? Oh, Susan wants the button necklace. Okay, hang on. Oh, let me find it. So that was, oh, I dropped it right out of the bag. That's going to be $5. Is that okay? Susan? Oh, it's because I cut it open. That's why I dropped it out. So let me, okay. All right. So I showed you the other buttons. And then I just have another couple of things in here. Oh, I had that other tape measure. I had a different one. Here's another one I found. This one's really cool. And this is going to be $2. It's definitely old. And it's got, why they have to put masking tape around these things. Makes it a pain to get them apart. I guess they don't have to worry about that. All right. So here's this end, the 0 end. And it's got a little metal thing in it, but it's got stitching. You see that stitching along one side? And it's not fabric. It's almost like paper. And like it's folded over with the measurements on the other side. So this one's going to be $2. If anybody is interested. And then I just got these little, these are from Joann's, but they were at the thrift store. I'm going to hang on to those. And then this one I think is spoken for. Well, maybe not. This is Our Baby, but you could certainly, no, I don't think this one is spoken for. It says Our Baby. And this goes like this. You could certainly cover that with something else. And then it's a little photo album. And so it's also going to be $2 if anybody wants it. And that, oh, I got this lace, and I think I love this color lace, putting it on stuff. So I think I'm going to hang on to that. But that is all the stuff I got. The last box of it, a lot of that stuff was for me. Oh, let me pull that a little. I want to offer this one. I'm going to offer both of these to Text Judy and see if she wants. I really did. Those are my two favorite places in the world to go. And when I go over to Durham, I always stop and I buy boxes of stuff because I only get to go twice a year. All right. So that's that. Now, Marie, tell me about this thing that you saw, because we've got about a half an hour left. Yeah, I love getting hauls. Now it's the hard part is where to put all of this stuff. started taking those paper, not paper, the fabric sampler books. I started taking those apart yesterday. I took one apart. They're bugger to get apart. Okay, it was a bunting on top of the page. When you say bunting, do you mean like quilted? I'm not sure what you mean by bunting. It had fabric little squares hanging off what string? Was it like a banner with little squares of fabric, just like a string, and they were hanging down? I'm not sure. Let me do this. Yes. Okay. So were they different colors of fabric, or was it all the same color? Like a banner. Okay. And did they move around? Were they like little dangles? Yes, what? All the same fabric? Because I could cut this piece and we could make some little, I don't know how big they were, the ones you saw. Oh, different colors. Okay. So if we took, were they about that size? They moved around. Okay, so there's one there. Let's see if I have any other fabric over here. I've got this fabric. So something sort of like that, and they moved around. Let's keep going with this idea and see where it takes us. Oh, lots of blues down here. There's a blue and a green. So how did they put the string through the fabric? Was it stitched? Yeah, let's see if we can recreate this. Was it stitched onto the page? Boy, this fabric does not want to tear. Okay. I need to get some different colors here. Let's use a piece of this green that we used yesterday on the green page. The three, not the page. Okay, so they just stitched the, that one might not be so good. A little too, hang on a second. I've got somewhere here, very close here, I've got some scrap fabrics, and I don't know where I put them. Well, we could kind of make this a blue and green thing because I've got a lot of blues and a lot of greens. Here's another. Now, was it hand stitched or machine stitched? Did they just run a stitch across this to stitch them all together? Oh, okay. Was it machine stitched? Maybe just want to stick with the blues. Hang on, let me find. I know I've got more fabrics around here. More fabrics. Let's find them. Oh, I'm going under the desk, you guys. I am going under the desk. Machine stitched. Okay. I want a few more pieces. How about between each piece of fabric, we put a little piece of lace, and we could use different laces. Okay. So we'll make this one kind of blue. I like this idea. So I could put that there. And then I need one more. Maybe I'll give a little bit of symmetry to it. Maybe I'll put another little piece of this on the other end. So something like that. And then that would go across the top of the page. Holy cow, I can't even get to my sewing machine. I've got boxes everywhere. Boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. And they're falling over and oh, I better do something with all these boxes today. All right, I think I'm getting close to the sewing machine, you guys. I think I'm getting close to the sewing machine now. If I can just find the foot pedal. There it is. Okay, I think I found it. Hey, Tammy. All right, so I'm going to take these little pieces. I've got brown thread in, but that's okay. And I'm just going to do a straight stitch for this first one because I don't really know what I'm doing so much. Oops. Come on. Now, were they overlapping or were they, well, I'm just going to do it how I would do it. And then we'll see. We'll see from Marie if it's what she saw. Because this is looking really cool. Almost there, you guys. All right, I'm on my last one. All righty. All righty then. There it is. And I've got lots of extra strings here. So I just sewed through. Is that what it was? Something like that? Yes, we do. This could go in the ideas journal. In fact, we need to go and find a page. Is that it? Did I reproduce it? All right, let's find a spot in the ideas journal. So a lot of you may not have been here when we made this. This is a huge, huge journal. And I did not sew in, oh, here's a bunch of stuff I was going to put in the ideas journal. I did not sew these signatures in yet because I tied them in, but they're just tied in because I don't want to yeah, this is a really cool. Oh, you remember this? Should we take a gander through the ideas journal? Because a lot of you guys weren't here when we put this together. So we made the journal, and this is a piece of chenille that I dyed with some green, and then I took the heat gun to it and burned it, and then I put some alcohol ink on some little metal pieces up here, and then I've got this metal like mesh thing here and some lace, and these are little, I don't know if they're resistors or capacitors that I got. There's a little tag in here. So this is just and there's fabric behind this piece. And so this was just a little hole that I burned in it and cut, and some lace across the bottom. And then the background is this sort of typewriter print fabric. And we just put this on top. And then, so this is a tag that we made. Actually, this was, Mike kind of led this one. And then we did, this was embossing with water and not embossing, ink. We put water down and then splattered down some embossing powder and melted it. And this was a little shaped notepad. We did just a little, made a little pocket there. This pocket was created with a die cut machine where I cut out the love from one color, well, from two different colors. And then I inserted the love, the brown part, into this part here. And then this was a glassine bag. Was decorated. Oh, this was, I used some, it's like metal mesh kind of stuff on it. It was pretty cool. Oh, this one, I love this one. This was an envelope where I laid the napkin down. This was a napkin, just laid it. I didn't put any glue on the window part, right? I just glued down the, hey, April. And then I took a water brush and went around this and pulled off. So I glued down the whole thing and then took a water brush to pull out the inside. Hey, April, I owe you something. Miss Cheryl had gifted her hummingbird that she won, the nightlight. I forgot to put it in your bag. This is just, one of the things I did was I scalloped this instead of just doing a straight, used a metal piece up here. And then this is just, the idea here was using a page out of a book to make a little envelope. Okay. This was one of our dangles, the papers and ribbons and fabric and lace and a button at the top. That's what that one was. Oh, this is one of my favorites. So I took some lace and some dyed cheesecloth and I made these little pockets on this page. And then I had these little round pieces that I put a little eyelet in, and then I strung them with string that I glued down up here, and then I glued a piece over the top to hide it. But yeah, these just sort of dangle, but they fit in these little pockets on a page. Isn't that cute? Oh, no, you're not in the corner. Ooh, I love this. Oh, so this was just an envelope, glassine envelope that I colored with, I colored this with gelatos and decorated it. But this, I love this little pocket. I took a piece of, cardstock and I made a tube out of it. And then, so it's open top and bottom. So this could be like a belly band. But then I put a little tag down in the middle so it sticks out top and bottom. So you could take this and glue it here and here and make a belly band out of this and then just put something in there as well. But you also have this. So you guys getting some ideas? This was just all about layering. I've got layers upon layers upon layers in this piece, and I made a flip out of it. This piece is a stacked pocket. So, okay, so on the page, we just put down a, set of 3 pockets. And I'll tell you the trick to getting these to line up. You take your pockets and you put them together with equal spacing, on either side. You punch all 3 at once and then it'll line up. Okay, and then I had, oh, that's coming off. So much for glue stick. I need to sew that down. I had this little tag in here, and then I had this little butterfly card in here. And I put them over here. This was one of the buttons that we decorated, one of the wooden buttons. and I just had a stack of books stuck in there. And then I had this little believe up here at the top. So, oh, good. I'm glad you're loving the ideas. I know a lot of you weren't around when we originally did this, so. Oh, this is a fun one. Look at this. This is an envelope. And what you do is you take the envelope, let me find one. Of course, now that I want an envelope, I can't find it. Okay, so here's an envelope. And what you do is you cut, so this is the back, right? And you can glue that together so that it, forms a solid envelope. You cut down here and then you cut up. No, wait a minute. Yeah, you cut across the top. I had to remember how to do it. You cut across the top and then you just cut a piece down. And then what you do is you fold the collars over. And then you can stick a piece of paper down in there to, give it color in the background. You can put different, this is fabric I actually put on here. And then you can decorate the front of it. And then depending on how you glue it down, look at that. Isn't that the cutest little tag? You can put something, oops, I had this in the back. This little guest check in the back. And then this in the front. Isn't that cute? Now, I don't have these like sewn in, so they keep moving around, but that's how that goes. I know. Isn't that cute? Yes, April, be careful driving. Oh, okay. Here's one where I took a tag, I put the bird down on the background and whatever paper. And then can you see how these are torn? I cut, I had another piece of paper over the top of this bird and I cut it and I started folding back the top layers so that it's all folded back, but you can see through to the bird. So that's what that is. And this is some of that paper towel when I did my rust thing. This one is actually in this way. I love these. We were calling these the taco paper pads. So what you do is you take, something big and round, and then you tear around it. And then you tear one a little bit smaller. So you tear them different sizes. And then you stitch them down the middle. And I put a doily on the outside. And then it makes like a paper pad. And when you put them together, you kind of offset them. See how they're offset? So, they don't exactly line up. And then you can decorate either this side or this side, depending on how you want to put it over your page. Now, you can glue it in on the edge of a page and then just have that as a pad, or you can put it over the edge of a page. So that was that one. This is just a little windowed envelope. Oh, the other thing about this one, and then I've got that be in there. What I did here is I took a glue stick and I just put some random glue around there. And I took some old book page and, pressed it down into the glue. And you have to let it dry 100%. It's got to be completely dry. And then you take the edges of that paper and just pull it up, and wherever it was glued, it'll stick, and you'll have some, book text, but then it'll pull part of the top of the paper off. It just looks very vintage. I didn't do any on the back, but isn't that cute? I love that technique. Oh, this one was the background, was the idea. So I took texture paste and I put this kind of swirly texture all over the back. And then I took my pan pastels and I put the stencil back over it, and then I colored through the stencil the textured parts. Okay, and then when that was dry, I put some lace and then this bookmark, and then I've got a butterfly and a piece down here, and then I've got a little bee clipped on here. But the idea here was the stencil with texture paste and then using my pan pastels. And if you don't have pan pastels, you could use gelatos, you could use like an ink pad, you could use anything to color that. But you can see how some of the white texture paste still shows at the edges, and then kind of inside it's colored. Isn't that pretty? We'll have to do another one of those. So the idea here is that at the edge of the page, you can put a strip of fabric, a strip of book page, and then I had this paper ruffle that was the top of a spiral notebook, and I put over the top of that. But you get, a really nice edge on your page. And then I made a pocket over here, and the idea here is that I've got cardboard behind her, corrugated cardboard. This is the flat side, but the ridges are there, and then I decorated that. So that's that one. This was fun. This was a long envelope. So I have any long envelopes handy. I can't believe that, because I usually have them all over the place. But if you have an envelope and you fold it in half, well, first I covered it. This was some ledger paper, and I covered that. So if you fold it in half and then fold part of it down, and then I put this little picture of this little boy, you've got several pockets here, and these are just tags that I had made. So we've got, did I leave one? Yep, I left one in the very back of the envelope, and then this is the envelope, and then I had this one here where I folded it over, and then I still have a pocket here that I could put something in. So this has got 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets on it. Okay, so that was that idea. This was just an idea of some packaging, but the packaging was like folded over, like it came like this. And I wanted to put this girl under there, but if I did that, her head wouldn't show. So what I did is I extended this with a piece of lace, decorated up here, and then when you open it up, you see the girl. Okay. So that was that idea. Oh, this was a CD case that we just made this little owl thing to put in here. But when I glued it in just at the top where it, bends, put some lace across, and then I put another card in the top. So when you flip it up, you see that. This one, oh, I love this one. I should probably use this in a real journal. I may raid this book to pull some pieces out because they're pretty. These were just some clear pockets that came with like tabbed index cards in them. And so I just made this really pretty card and stuck in there. And the butterfly was painted with those, oh, what are they called? They're the little watercolors that you, it was these. I don't know. They're kind of metallic, and I have a bunch of them, and you wet them. They're like watercolors, and I use that to paint the butterfly with. All right. This was just a paper and fabric snippet that I put on the edge. Oh, this was fun. This was an envelope that I was it an envelope? Yeah, it was an envelope that I folded over, but it had an extra flap on it. So I pulled that flap up, and then I put one of these swivel brads, and I stitched down the middle and made these into 2 pockets. But I left that as like a cover. And then I have that little closure on it. Isn't that pretty? And then I just put it in. And this pocket is made out of my washi tape card. And that's where I take all my washi tapes that I have extra. In fact, I think I have a few stuck on my table right now. You know, when you use washi tape, you always have a few loose ends, or you tear something wrong. And so I just put them all down on a card. And then this one's still got an open space here, some over here. So this one's not quite done yet. But this one's done. And then you can use them for different things. I don't know what the idea here was, other than it was to make a pocket and have an animal stand up. Oh, this was the puffy. Is Lori B still here? Lori B, this is the puffy mushroom. Lori B kept saying, make it puffy, make it puffy. And I'm like, I don't know what make it puffy means. What she meant were these little foam squares that you put behind. And so it's flat to the page down here, but then it comes out of the top of the page at the top, and it's puffy. And we had that little fairy girl at the bottom. So that was a puffy tag. This is another one with cardboard, where I pulled off most of it. I left some on here, and then I just put a little pocket with a little tag, and then I've got a little paper flower up here, and that goes in there. Oh, this was fun. I need to do this again. So this opens. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I put little tabs on all of them except the last one, so you can open it. And you've got just 3 different sizes, and it closes up and stays closed with a little paper clip. Okay. Almost done. Oh, this was one. This was all fabric. I took a playing card and we scratched it up. That's got the peacock on it. Scratched it up to make it look old. Put some of the old lace. I had a card behind it, and I stitched the old grungy fabric on there, and it's just a page decor. I'm trying to see. Oh yeah, this is a pocket on the side here. So this is a pocket that something could go in. Okay, so that was a fun pocket. And then this was a piece of the cover that I had left over, and I glued it onto some cardboard and made a pocket out of it on the back page. But here's a, you know how you make the specimen tags? Oh, by the way, thumbs up if you haven't yet. Please, please, please. So I made kind of a specimen tag, but I made it shaped, right? And then I cut out some book page, and then I put a little mushroom on either side. So you can take shapes, you don't have to make them just square. So that's all the stuff in the idea book. Now, let's find a page where this one's kind of long for this, but I'm going to leave it to where it's hanging out the side. So what do you think on the top of that page with this blue? Do you think that goes well? And this is only paper clipped in, so, you know, we could always move that if we wanted to. What do you think about that up there? Marie, this was your idea, so you tell me, do you like this? And then we could leave this one just kind of hanging out. Like it, like it, like it? Okay, let's put some art glitter glue on the back of it. Except for this last one. And I'm just going to glue right along where the stitching is. And then we'll put it in the idea book. So we're just a little bit over. So we'll make this be the last thing, but I've got a few more things that I put in the, just kind of stuck in the front of the idea book to put in here. Oops. I left the wrong one unglued. I went the wrong way. That's all right. We can fix it. That, and then we'll wipe off that. That is stinking cute. And then I left these little strings long, so that one's maybe a little too long. And then I left that one out, hanging out the side. So we could even put a little dangle off of that last one. But there we go. What do you think, Marie? You like that? I do. It's kind of up there wonky. It's not all perfectly straight, but I like that. I like some wonky. Oh, good. Well, thanks for the idea. That was a great idea. So hopefully going through the ideas journal, and I've got all these other little things to put in. We'll go over these. Maybe we could do these maybe on Friday. I don't know. But I had them up here in the front. I think that goes really pretty on that page with that blue. So there you go. I hope that you got some ideas going through the ideas journal, picked up some things. Anytime you want to go through it again, because you don't remember everything, because you can't remember it all. That's why you do an ideas journal. Just let me know. And we can, I don't know if has anybody in here, maybe Tammy. and Cheryl, she's been around since day one, but a lot of people in here haven't seen this before. So there we go. And I'll take, this will be my picture for the thumbnail. Yeah, lots of fun ideas. All right, ladies and gents, we got Mike in here. And I will call it a video. And I'm glad we got to add something to our ideas journal. I love this journal. Need to work in it more. All right, have a wonderful day. Thumbs up if you haven't. And I will see you not tomorrow because we'll be at Penny's tomorrow. But I'll see you back here on Friday. I had an idea. Oh, well, share it with me. Send me an email or a text message or something and share your idea with me, and then we can do it in here. All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye. Love you all.